these are the 3 ways where you use your time. When it comes to having a great results, when it comes to achieving something big, when it comes where you're feeling very regret. It's just because of these 3 reasons. I mean, these are the ways, these are the reason of your time where you are using it, and just because of it, either you're having literally very high achievement, happiness, future wealth, growth, or you're feeling regret. You're not having any other result. Doesn't matter how hard you are working. And that's what. And even before telling you those all things about how you have those all growth, how just by your time you're using it, how you just have those all happy losses, let me just tell you this thing. You know, whatever I'm gonna tell you in this video, the subtitle you know. I mean, these all 3 points you know. But of these 3 points, you know only the front page, not the whole backstory. I mean, all the things about it, all the detail part of it. And I know whenever I tell you these all 3 points, that this is the one, this is the second one, this is the third one, you will say, oh, this, I know, I already heard this word so many times in my life, I already know. And you know, when you will have this mindset that, hey, I already know it, you know, this has been shown by research, and even big authorities have also said this thing. Specifically, the world champion of public speaking, they're very keen towards, and they know this thing in a very detailed manner, that how humans work, what is the human psychology. So they have even said this thing, that person who just says this thing that, hey, I know this thing, it means that personality is very niche, very cheap. That person doesn't know anything. And that person is literally like it, and that person never can grow. Why? Because of the reason that person is not having the tendency, that desire to learn. Because if you have noticed and observed this thing, that people who are high authority, and the people who are low authority, the high authority person only listens to you, speak less. Doesn't matter if that person knows already, but that person afterwards, whatever you have completed, says, oh, by the way, you know, I already know this much of the knowledge what you have shared, and I know it, but I don't like what you're saying. I like your this thing. I like your body movement. I like the way you're saying. That person already know it, but that person directly will appreciate for this thing, but also will say that I know it. But that person will listen to you, a person of authority. But the person of low authority will say unlimited and have nothing. Like that person is not having proper knowledge even. And even the kind of those all subtitles that person have read, those all simple words they have read, like, hey, do more, speak less. That person will say, do more, speak less. But that person even not following that same thing. The person do not know the whole meaning properly, clearly, and how that thing will work for him. The person will go fake it off. And even when somebody will tell him about that thing, hey, do more, speak less, that person will say, hey, no need, I don't really know it. And that person will be like, okay, that person talking about it, I already know it. And that person will ignore that thing and again go to watch Instagram reels. Where the girls are doing those rubbish thing, and even they're getting money, but you're wasting your time. So before telling you about these 3 ways where you use your time, I'm telling you before that, hey, subtitle you know, subtitles are very popular, you must have heard of it, but the detail part is very necessary. And even it can happen that detail part also you know it, but you're not following it. But it might be better for you, I should say this thing, that if you know it, or if you do not know it, and if you know everything, but if you will watch this video, you will get some great benefit. And even if this thing can happen that before you are not following this thing, you are knowing that this thing is important, necessary, you need to follow it because it is needed. But afterwards, you will start following it after this video. Why I'm saying this? Because it must happen with you that, hey, you're reading any book. First time when you read it, you feel like, okay, this book is good. And even you got great knowledge, but second time when you read it, you find something very interesting. You find really something like that same line, but it is impacting you in such a different way. And some other learnings. You must have find this thing, and that is the what is the thing. So you do not have to worry that, hey, you already know this thing, but you're listening to that thing again, and it's a waste of time. Then, before telling you about this whole thing, I'm just giving you a reminder that it's not like it. The thing is that it's a great revision for you. And even if you know that in your exams, the revision part is the most important part. So now we begin with these all ways where you use your time, where people use their time. And these are the things which actually makes people grow and lose. These 3 things are, first, people waste their time. Second, people spend their time. Third, people invest their time. And lots of people ask me that, okay, waste, spend, invest, everything okay. But the thing is that people say this thing to me that, hey, I think I invest my time. Because of the reason, I literally work so hard. I work 8 hours, 9 hours. I work literally like 11 hours so hard. But still, I'm not having results. Still, I'm not having results. I actually work literally so hard, but still I'm not having results. I don't know why, but I'm not have it. People that say this thing to me, they're working literally so hard. Then if the same problem with you, then let me just say this thing to you. That the problem is not there with what you're doing, how you're doing. The problem is that in your mindset, not in your work. The problem is in your subconscious and conscious mind. That how you're designed that mind. And if you're saying that, okay, I heard this word before in my life, conscious, subconscious, but still I don't know much, then I prefer you to go and watch my this video. Because when you will watch, I know there are people who must have heard this thing subconscious and conscious a lot in their science, in their 9th, 10th, and those all. But still I'm telling you, you must watch it. Why? Because the thing which you read, studied in your 9th and 10th was different, but it is different. And even it is pretty much easy. You do not have to be like, okay, this thing, this muscle, this nervous system, this. No. It's very simple, and you will actually gonna know about it. Hey, how people work, how those whole things work. And why I'm not having results after doing 9-10 hours of work? You will actually gonna know it. And I'm just telling you, you will be shocked after knowing it. That, hey, it was resulting like it only. And that's what's the reason that I prefer you to go and watch my this video. And that's what the thing. And the one more mistake people do here is when the thing comes of wasting time, spending time and investing time, what people do is they're not having proper schedule. They're not scheduling their day, and which is the most worst part. First of all, obviously you have to schedule your day, and even I know people, they are scheduling their ear. Yes, they're scheduling their ear, they're scheduling their month. And even one great example is Ankur Warikoo, that guy also schedules his, like I have seen that the guy also schedules his whole year, what he have to do, what task he have to complete, that's the whole thing. People schedule their day, people schedule their year, months, everything. Also not everything, like this time, this thing, no, but proper task they're having that in this day, they have to complete this task. And their task is not very small, but big enough. And even if you have seen that big authority have those all things that they're having sticky notes, they're writing particular task and they have to complete it. You must have seen big authorities doing like it. And when they wake up and when they're just sleeping till that point, till that duration, they have to just complete it. It doesn't matter what happened. And afterwards, when that task is complete, you can do anything. But what mistake people are doing here is they're not investing their time. They're not even spending. They are wasting first. Waking up, Instagram, Facebook, funny videos. People are doing like it. Waking up, job, work. Whatever work they're having of job, they're doing that work. Wasting time, those all things. Wasting time in watching Instagram reels is wasting time. But when it comes to doing office work in early hours, is spending time. Because wasting time is that doesn't matter what time you do, whatever you're doing is actually wasting. But spending time is also necessary. Will give you benefit, but not that high amount of the work you can do afterwards also, at evening and afternoon. But at that point, at early morning, the research have shown that at that point your concentration level is literally very high. Whatever you do at early morning impacts your whole day. If you do something very positive, something very good, will give you benefit like it only. And that's very, very important hours. So at that point, if you will do some work which is kind of investing, which will actually give you first of all joy, then second thing growth and future wealth. You can invest for, let me just agree for you, joy, happiness, growth in anything like of yours, and future wealth if it will give you, then that's what is investing. Then that thing can be something which you're doing like reading books. That thing can be like meditation. That thing can be like exercising. That thing can be like listening to courses, learning something great. When it comes to learning, people say like, okay, very good. But learning, oh my God, I just can't tell you. If you go and watch then see, if you will go and see the videos which I have actually made, that I made by learning and researching. So you can get that thing that, hey, learning have this much power. If you tell you currently how many videos are there in my YouTube channel, it's around 370 something. So those whole video I made only just by learning, researching. So learning have this much power. I can just make any videos, like I can make 370 videos on it. 370. If I tell you it's very difficult for the people to make even 1 or 2 videos, but 370 videos, we can make it. Even it's more than like year, like it's more than a year I'm making a video. So every day I'm posting one more video. So that is what is the thing. So if you learn, if you research, obviously everything will be developed of yours, your knowledge, your personality, your mindset. And that's what's the thing. And even learning will give you future wealth. Not that the thing that, hey, if you will do only job, then you will have it. No, guys, please open up your mind. If you will invest your time in skills, if you will invest your time in soft skills like communication, negotiation skills, public speaking skills, what more will change in yourself? People don't understand this, and that's what's the thing. And even one more thing which people say to me is, everything okay, Pearl, but the thing is that I respect my life. I cannot give my life to anybody. I respect my life. I cannot choose my this partner, this life partner, that life partner. Like those all people, the people who lives in villages, you say like it. But if I tell you their harsh reality, they don't even respect their time. They're just wasting it, sleeping, anything they're doing, but no respecting their time. And that's what's the thing. You have to respect your time if you value your life, because your life is made up of time. That I think I do not have to just explain, but I have to, because people do not know that if you will not have time, your life will not be there. Take the example of your grandparents. If time is gone, life is gone. And that's what the thing. You have to be mindful of that thing, that you are using your time in a right way, great way, so that it can be impactful, can give you joy, happiness, and that's all. And even there is one more benefit of investing your time. And you know, as I just told you that investing your time gives you these three benefits: joy, growth, and future wealth. So when it will gives you joy, you know, when a person goes to sleep, there are different moods of person when person goes to sleep. First kind of mood, very happy, very satisfied with whatever that person have done today, and like feeling like, okay, I have to go to sleep, and like very tempting towards to go to sleep because that person has completed all the tasks of him or her. Now that person is feeling like to go to sleep because that person is happy and did all the tasks, and that's what, and that results in a very good sound sleep. Not like, okay, not that person even not forced to like go to sleep, forcing that person not even forcing himself to go to sleep. Why? Because that person is completed, satisfied with everything, and just because of the reason that person is also feeling that thing, okay, I have to go to sleep. Naturally, that thing is coming. And the second mood is normal. It is a kind of thing. First thing was invested your time very greatly. Then you feel very happiness, joyful, and then you can normally go to sleep, and you don't have to force yourself to sleep, because at this area people struggle the most. And second thing comes in spending your time. When you spend your time in job and those all things, and you didn't achieve anything, or you didn't focus on great areas much, then you feel like okay, then you have to force yourself much to just go to sleep. And even at that point also you feel like, okay, let me just do something, then I will go to sleep. And you're not also satisfied with it enough. Okay, you are, and that's what. And wasting time. When you waste your time whole day, what do you feel like? You feel kind of regret. You're not wanting to sleep. And even people, as a human being, sometimes people have that tendency to sleep, but they do not want to sleep. Their body is saying them to sleep, but they do not want to sleep by their mind, because they know they didn't have achieved something today in these 24 hours. They didn't have done enough in these 24 hours. They just want to do something great. And just because of it, they're not even able to sleep, and they're feeling literally very bad. And that's what's the thing. And even the same situation is with you in one of the area. But I can say this thing to you might not relate so much, but you will relate it, because I've just told you the upper point of the situation and you can add it, but you will feel like that's what's the thing. I'm again saying to you, if you value your life, value your time. And even one more thing I want to leave you with, which is that thing that learn the thing how scheduling works. Schedule your everything. Schedule your every part of your day. And when you're scheduling, don't say like, okay, scheduling good, I will complete this task. Oh, this is a very small task, let me just enjoy first. Waste my time first. No, you have to schedule like this way, that first investing, second spending, third wasting. First you have to do investing part, learning, important part, which will give you joy, growth. Sometimes you also force yourself to do it, and even future wealth. That thing. Second, spending time. Okay, which will not also give you much result, but will. That thing. And then wasting time, which you feel like to do, and as everybody wants it, that you can do it. Likewise, you have to schedule your day. First part, where you're having high concentration from like time of 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. At that point, you're having high concentration. You can plan anything of your day, which is like very important, which will give you high benefit. And second part of spending from 12 p.m. to like 6 p.m. type of, you can, and even 7 p.m. people can take it. You can take this area as spending time. And afterwards, after 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., like even people sleep like 10 and 11 p.m., at that area you can take something like which is kind of wasting. I'm not saying whole time you have to take. No. In between that area, you can take a part of that and you can waste it. And that's what you have to do. and then it will give you benefit, and even you will feel satisfied in these all three areas. And that's why, if you value your life, start valuing your